Greetings, you all. Peace and blessings. Happy Thursday. Today is the day that Jupiter rules, and Jupiter is currently in Taurus. And I wanted to just come in and talk about this transit we have going on, where we have Saturn, the Sun, and Mercury all in Pisces. It started at the 9th degree. And it started yesterday, really, but it's been working its way to it for a few days, and it's an energy that will last for several days. And I wanted to talk about, like, reality is changing, you all. Like, the reality that we have been in is really changing, and it's weird to kind of talk about it because we're living through something that's pretty phenomenal, and no one has ever lived through it. And so we are in the change of an era, and we're seeing, like, our government is wacky, our old systems are really wacky because the old ways of being are collapsing. But the question is, how do we move through it from our own sense of self, right? How do we manage ourselves while we're moving through this? We're watching the systems happen, but so the work right now is really about deep self-acceptance. Because Pisces, with Saturn in Pisces, it's bringing up shame and fear and people attempting to hold on to the old illusions. And the opportunity right now is to really focus on taking care of yourself, like meeting your own needs, listening to your own internal voice, questioning your inner world, talking to people out loud about what's going on, and giving yourself permission to be safe, to share with people who understand what's happening, right? Because there's a lot happening right now, and we need community. We need to be in spaces where we feel safe to talk about the confusion or the fear or the anger or the frustration or the disgust. Like, you have to get that stuff out of your system. You can't hold that energy because it's breaking down so that the new can emerge. So it's very important that you be doing the work to let go of your old stuff. And many of us don't know what's happening, and we are being transformed as humans, right? We're watching the old world go away. America has moved through its Pluto return. So now the old reality is really crashing, and we're watching the government really come undone, and we're watching all of these old systems begin to shatter. So you're going to need to become self-governing, right? The things that you once didn't do because the collective agreed that was a bad thing might be things that you need to do now. So we're going to have to recondition ourselves. I know for me, I used to really believe that I needed a leader or a man to navigate the world to have me feel safe. But now what I understand is turning on my own internal masculine energy, which connects me to my higher realms and higher self, which directs me, which literally is an internal voice inside of my head, constantly telling me where to go and what to do and how to function and I am learning to be obedient to that because I have harnessed my internal feminine and my internal masculine. And now I'm learning to function as that in this earth realm. And it has been a tremendous process. But what I know is that we all are going to need to do that because this era of other people leading us is over. So you're going to need to learn to activate your own power, your own energy, your own intuition, your own abilities, your own gifts, so that you can lead yourself. And this has been the most difficult work I've ever done. I mean, there's nothing to even compare it to, but it's because the physical world hasn't changed. The spiritual world is changing. And so I have had to learn to acclimate myself to the spiritual world and not to the physical world, because the physical world is staying the same for now. And it's the spiritual world as above that is transitioning, and this reality is going to then direct us from inside of ourselves how to transform the external world. But we are the vessel from the physical to the spiritual, and the feminine is that. Women have access to it in a different way than men do, but we all have access to it. And so the opportunity right now, while Saturn is conjunct Mercury, Saturn in Pisces is saying, clean up your subconscious, clean up your belief systems, clean up your ancestral spiritual practices. And many of us have been practicing Christianity and believing that somebody's going to come and save us. That is an illusion. No one is coming to save you, but you've got to clean that belief system up, because our ancestors access that frequency in order to survive in this realm. That is how our ancestors, they used external religions to survive in this realm at this time. And now that that dimension is ending, we have to access God from within ourselves. You have to literally embody the Christ consciousness. You have to live yourself into it. And this idea that there is a man who did this is not, maybe he did do it, but that doesn't mean that he is our savior. It meant that he did the thing that we all need to do. That's all it means, right? And so it means that there's a blueprint for it. And so the question is, how will you do it? How will you embody those God codes that are inside of you? They call it junk DNA. And so you have to awaken those aspects of you, and you need solitude. You need to heal trauma, family patterns. So Saturn in Pisces is saying, clean that up. Conjunct Mercury, it's like Mercury is new codes, a new mindset, a new subconscious connected to your thinking, your way of being. And the sun there is opening up the light, giving us the light to be able to see more clearly, because it's the spiritual realm, right? So you have right now, you might feel confused, you might feel angry, you might feel chaotic, you might feel, but it's because there's this new energy coming in. And so the work is to be able to find some calm when you can, and get clear about what's the first thing for you to do. What's the first best step? That's it. The first best step. Maybe that's just to listen. Maybe it's just to breathe. Maybe it is to, go and take a bath, or go to the ocean and pray, or maybe it's to prepare a meal. But really what it's asking you to do is to bring more consciousness, more sacred awareness to yourself, to who you are, because you are the vessel for which the consciousness of Christ is going to descend. Your body has to be a vessel for the Spirit. We love and appreciate you, Monique. Thank you for living your truth. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love and appreciate you. I really do. So you have to open your heart. You have to clean out your mind. You have to clean out your body, your diet. You have to make yourself worthy to hold the higher consciousness of light that is the Christ consciousness. And you can do it. You can do it. It is possible. It is possible. It is necessary. And there is a way to do it. There is a way to do it. I use the moon cycles to do it. What I have discovered is that the Creator is as many people as there are, or as many solutions as there are. So the main thing that you need to be is sincere. Sincerity is the key into your healing process. To sincerely desire it, to want it beyond anything else. And that is what has helped me, that I want to know myself more than I want money. I want to know myself more than I want to be married. I want to know and love and be who I'm meant to be more than I want to be accepted by other people. I want to know and be and express myself as the Creator means for me to express myself more than I want to be loved by others. Please save this so we can sit and listen and digest this, feel it. This is what we all need to hear. Sure, I'll save it. So this is what it takes. Deep sincerity, and then that sincerity is a signal to spirit that says, okay, somebody's ready. Somebody wants it. And you will be led and directed and guided. You do not have to walk this alone. This is not a singular path. You might not be surrounded by people all the time, but you will always be surrounded by spirit. You will always know exactly what to do. When you don't know what to do, you will know that you should do nothing. And this is the way of it. This is the way of it right now. There is no other way. There is no, like, the old world is going away. The new world is emerging. And if you're here, you have a choice. You have a choice if you're going to stay in the old reality and continue to function in that way and be experiencing more and more and more and more chaos and confusion and separation and destruction. Or you can decide to do the work to heal and integrate and come into this new reality. And it's through your consciousness that it has to occur. It's through you. And that is how you will save yourself. And you will not be alone. Your ancestors will support you, spirit guides, the whole universe will awaken to support you. You will be completely supported. But it can be scary. It can be threatening. It can be, because you will have to give up a lot of what you have overly identified with. You will have to give those identities up in order to become who you really are. And the good news is that you get to become who you really are. All right, you all. So share the video. And if you are ready, you can book natal chart readings with me. I can look at your chart and help you begin to strategize how you're going to do this. I'm also doing more coaching, private coaching with clients, where you can book a coaching package and we meet every week or every other week for me to support you in discovering what things you really need to focus on and what things need to be let go and where you are in your life. Or you can just sign up for 13 moons, and that work happens organically and naturally in 13 moons. Following the moon cycles will get you there. It's just a more subconscious, it's not as direct. And that's okay too. Whatever it is, you have to know what works right for you, and I'm available to support you. I love y'all so very, very much. Peace and blessings, everyone. Bye-bye.